2022 Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid. Last year Chrysler made a variety of updates to its Pacifica Hybrid minivan, including updated styling and new technology and standard driver aids. For 2022, Pacifica models with the rear seat entertainment system add compatibility with Amazon Fire TV for Auto. The system allows second-row passengers to enjoy content, whether via streaming or downloaded in advance. The front seat occupants can also stream movies and shows while the vehicle is in park. The 2022 Pacifica Hybrid is actually a plug-in, i.e., rechargeable, hybrid. That means you can charge its hybrid battery from a home or public charger and drive about 32 miles solely on electric power and not use the gasoline V6 at all. Considering that the duty cycle of most minivans involves short trips in and around town, that's a respectable measure of range for handling most daily errands. And if you happen to be out driving and exhaust the electric charge, the gas engine takes over and returns 30 mpg in combined driving, which is 8 mpg better than the non-hybrid Pacifica. The hybrid version does require a few concessions. The main one is that it doesn't offer Chrysler's convenient stow-and-go seats since the hybrid battery occupies the in-floor space where the seats normally disappear into. But the alternative fixed captain's chairs are actually more comfortable. Overall, we find the Pacifica Hybrid to be a well-appointed family hauler that has unique appeal because of its plug-in powertrain. Check out our test team's expert rating to learn more about where it shines and where it could stand more improvement. The Chrysler Pacifica Hybrid comes packed with all the latest technology and has the usual minivan traits including copious amounts of passenger and cargo space. But its secret weapon is its plug-in hybrid powertrain that provides smooth and punchy acceleration plus an EPA-estimated 32 miles of range without burning a drop of gasoline. Charge up the hybrid batteries often and you may not see the gas station for months. The fuel savings plus the available tax credits make the Pacifica Hybrid potentially the best value in its class. As a plug-in hybrid, this Pacifica is the only minivan with the ability to run purely on electric propulsion. When in EV mode, instant torque moves the van sharply and smoothly, though a heavy foot can quickly deplete the battery of its potential range. When operating in hybrid mode, running on both gas and electricity, the transmission response can get out of step with your inputs if you ask for a lot at once. It likes moderate acceleration but will oblige if you need a little mid-range punch. Ultimately, if you plug in often you'll enjoy it more. Braking is progressive and predictable. The brake quirks we experienced in the Toyota Sienna Hybrid do not apply to this van. It's not as nimble as the Honda Odyssey or the Sienna, and the turning radius feels noticeably larger. The front seat padding is firm, but ultimately we found the seats to be comfortable for long drives. The available heating and cooling for the front seats work great too. The hybrid's second-row seats provide superior comfort and legroom compared to the stow-and-go seats that come in the standard Pacifica. Third-row comfort is acceptable. The ride is compliant and generally smooth across varying road surfaces. There is body lean when the road starts to twist, but in this respect it's pretty comparable to other modern minivans. The Pacifica Hybrid is pretty quiet, too, as long as you're in EV mode. The V6 engine is surprisingly noisy once it fires up. The controls in the Pacifica are easy to use. The knobs for the radio and climate control are well placed and within easy reach of the driver. Chrysler's additional radio volume and tuning controls on the back of the steering wheel still make a lot of sense to us too. Easy to step in and out of the Pacifica Hybrid thanks to low door sills, large door openings, tall roofline and well-positioned seats. There's a lot of adjustable range from the driver's seat and steering wheel. Legroom is abundant up front, and large windows all around provide great visibility and limit blind spots. The optional 360-degree camera system makes maneuvering in tight spots even easier. The second and third rows are also comfortable and provide adequate legroom. Second-row captain's chairs slide and recline far enough to adjust to the needs of their occupants. Even adults should be able to tolerate the third row for shorter drives. The Pacifica Hybrid's Uconnect infotainment system excels in ease of use, features and smartphone integration. It's highlighted by a large touchscreen with crisp graphics and prompt touch and voice response. It offers Bluetooth and wireless connectivity for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay smartphone integration systems. Multiple USB ports are also on hand for your devices. Available mobile web connections include Alexa pairing and the Uconnect app that allows you to control some van functions via your phone. An optional seatback video system can stream media to the van as well. Advanced driver aids are plentiful and standard, including forward collision warning with pedestrian detection, adaptive cruise, it will stop and go without additional driver input, and lane keeping, to name a few. The optional 360-degree camera is a worthy add-on. As 18th-century English poet and minivan connoisseur Alexander Pope once said, "To utility is minivan." Or something like that. The Pacifica PHEV, like its peers, has a deep well for storage behind the third-row seat. The third row manually folds into the floor when not used. The second-row seats slide forward or can be removed completely, requiring external storage, for a max cargo space of 140.5 cubic feet. There are also pockets, cup holders and cubbies for every cherished keepsake your kids find on the ground. Speaking of junior humans, car seat accommodation in the Pacifica Hybrid is great. The latch anchors are easily accessed. Sliding second-row chairs allow extra space for rear-facing child seats and parent access. And buckles are kid-friendly for those in boosters. The EPA estimates the Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid can drive 32 miles using all-electric power. After that, the gas V6 switches on and you can expect to get 30 mpg in combined city, highway driving. Fully recharging a depleted battery takes about 2 hours using a Level 2 style 220-volt power source. The Pacifica Hybrid is at its best when you maximize the electric battery. Take our experience on the 115-mile Edmonds evaluation route, for example. We returned a whopping 44.1 mpg on our route, a figure matched only by the 2021 Sienna Hybrid. But there is a caveat. That included a full battery charge. But even if you ignore the electric range, the Pacifica still returned a remarkable 31.9 mpg as a traditional hybrid. The Pacifica Hybrid is a strong value. It costs more initially than the regular Pacifica, but potential federal and state tax credits or incentives can effectively blunt that initial hit and make the Pacifica Hybrid a rather intriguing value. On the downside, the van's interior isn't quite as nice in person as it looks in photos. Overall fit and finish wasn't especially impressive, and our test van had some electrical gremlins. But Chrysler does offer a lengthy warranty on hybrid components and the battery, as well as 5 years of roadside assistance. It's one thing to say the Pacifica looks attractive among minivans. But we think Chrysler gave it just enough style to rank it above some SUVs out there. It's not particularly fun to drive, but there is satisfaction to be derived from driving a big people mover like this and not using any gasoline.